Some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
Jones looking to throw right away. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Jones. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Isaiah Simmons, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to him.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one. And their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Tariq Woolen, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. CD, there are 3 and outs, and then there are 3 and outs. The first drive of the game, not 1, not 2, but 3 straight sacks.
You're exactly right about that, and sometimes you hold up those 3 fingers as defenders to signify the 3 and out. This time it's 3 sacks in a row. What a tremendous start for them.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A chance for Waddle on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap to Willis. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis from the gun on third down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. Catch.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And the slot man goes in motion left.
60
The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alvin Kamara with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. 23 yards to pick up there.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Myles Garrett, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Jones on 3rd down, being chased out left. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Montgomery on the counter, and he is going to lose yardage here. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. One quarter done, and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. Willis looking to throw it. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones dancing to his left. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Willis's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I didn't get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Willis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Willis wants to pass it again. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Down inside the 10, and down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing. And that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Kamara up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Malik Willis keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. McPherson on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off play action. Jones. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And here's Kamara on the read option. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Durham Smythe, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
First and 10, Willis.
And he's got this to Jefferson. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
60 Bobcats, 19 White.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it is 28-0.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st.
Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Cup 19!
Here's Willis, third and long.
Trey Hendrickson with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Comes in. This might be a free play. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They only need a yard here. Third down and 1 after the penalty. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Montgomery. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal. 56-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, Cougar 19.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now here's Ross. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. He's got this to Pickens. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Called at a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw. Jones. He completes it to Olave. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. Touchdown, Cowboys! George Pickens from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The busy night continues for Kamara. And running
room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. 3rd down, it's Willis. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, here's Willis. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. This one brought in by Jefferson. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Willis, that is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Back to throw, Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced him to take him to 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Second down, and it's Kamara again. Gets past one man, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Down inside the 10.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Justin Jefferson,
29 yards.
And the Ravens are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. LaMarcus Joyner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hiking 18. Say, hurt. 18, pioneer. 60 Maverick.
Another try after the first down sack. Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, pass.
Back to throw, Willis. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Throwing, Jones.
Finding Pickens for another catch.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll run with Montgomery, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. David Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And they will take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Meanwhile, Jones throw into the hands of Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Chris Olave
from 13 yards out.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Coming left is Kamara.
A credit to tackle to Brandon Jones.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.